Once again here, looking at a close-up view of a corner, another technique you can use is, instead of putting the lights onto the brick mold, you can actually put them off here, off to the side, into the siding. It's just an option you have. Whenever you do that, obviously, if this mount point is right up next to the wood brick mold, then your bulbs are going to probably lay out. Same thing on the top, just like we discussed before. Again, I'm just saying that's another option. I personally always have a tendency to go towards the trim, but you do whatever you want. So let's look at the bottom of the window. You've got this bottom board here. This is called the sill. And so whenever you have light bulbs laying down, a lot of times these bulbs will lay on top of the sill. You know, you don't have an extra piece of wood across the top or on the sides, but on the bottom here you've got that extra piece of wood. And so just be mindful of that whenever you're doing your design. It's not going to look too bad if on the top, as long as they're even on the top and even on the bottom, that's what really counts. If they're slightly offset, or if, let's say, the bulbs on the top are straight up but the bulbs on the bottom are not straight down because there's a sill in the way and it's kind of halfway down, that's not that big of a deal. It doesn't look bad at night as long as it's still straight and as long as it's still symmetrical. So another thing to think about is your built-in extension cord, or you know, you might just have a plug right there and plug an extension cord to it. Either way, you want to think about where's your power. Is your electrical power on this side or that side? And it's very likely down low, so you're going to drop off of either the bottom left or bottom right hand side of the window going off to your power. So let's say it's the bottom left. That means I'm going to have a cord here going away. That also means this is the start point. So you'll have a little pigtail. That's what we call it when you have sort of the end or termination of a wire and it just ends and it doesn't go anywhere. You'll have your little pigtail. Then you'll have your bulbs, probably a loop here, bulbs, loop here, bulbs, loop here, and then it'll come across here and it just continues on. And somewhere right around in here you're going to have some kind of a junction probably. Like I said, it might actually be a plug, and you might actually have an extension cord into it. So it's going to end up looking kind of like that. You see the little pigtail on the bottom there, and then you see the built-in extension cord going off towards the electrical power. This is a similar situation to what we described over the course of this short video series. You've got 4 bulbs on the bottom and the top. The ones on the bottom are laying on a sill. And then you've got 5 bulbs on either side. You can see they're all swinging out. Top ones are laying down, and they're a little bit off center from the bottom, but because of the weird situation here with the brick and the sill, it just, you know, you don't have as many choices, and it just doesn't look bad. If it's off a little bit, it doesn't look bad. And look here at the loops, there's just a few inches extra of loop. And there you have it.